Aries, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 13th through the 19th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current situation, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Felix just paid me a visit and he brushed against my face, and now I have hair. Let's see, Aries, what's going on here? All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Four of Pentacles, hanging on to something really tight there. We'll see. In the recent past, the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords. All right, so there's love here. There's love that's being shared, and I feel like at some point you just pulled it away. You were just like, kind of like, you know, it feels good giving in this place. I'm gonna stay open. I'm gonna keep it open until you didn't want to anymore. You didn't want to give in that situation anymore, but it felt good while you did give to that place. In the current situation, the King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ace of Swords, things are working in the background by the looks of it. There's something that's contributing to your stability by the looks of it, and of course you are participating in it. I don't feel like you see the bigger picture of things where things are building up, and that part you're not quite seeing yet. But it's happening, you know, it's kind of like somewhere out there, out of your conscious mind where you can't really perceive it, but it's something is building up big time here. You are, by the looks of it. In the immediate future, the Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Ten of Swords. You're stopping completely to give, possibly in that same situation. From the past there where it felt good to give, but then you kind of pulled away, but then I'm still kind of gonna give here. It looks like you're done. You're done giving or opening up to situations that don't speak to you anymore. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Moon, the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Well, again, something that you may not realize. It's this whole, there's a soul connection that's showing up here, and this whole I'm giving and it feels good and not so much, but then I'm kind of stopping it completely, where you might tell yourself it's over. This time it's really over. There's a back and forth going on with it, where even though you're showing me here it's completely over, I don't necessarily believe you based on what's happening here. You're showing me you holding on to these energies of back and forth here. So for as long as you're gonna hang on to these energies, this energy is not gonna stop. And I don't see it stopping anytime soon, even though you're showing me a sense of, no, this time is done. I don't know. I still see things happening, cycles being run through, basically. And it is going to show up as, I'm done. I don't know if I should. I'm still giving. No, I'm done again. You know. Gonna show up like that. Let's do boom. Let's do that Page of Cups in the recent past. The Two of Wands, the King of Swords, the Six of Swords. Yeah, basically describing the same situation here of let me give and then let me stand back. And then, oh, I know what I have to do about this, and closing it off if nothing came through, and then kind of going back to it and giving again, and then kind of standing back and waiting to see what happens. So it's a back and forth kind of a situation. I feel like there were times where you may have detached from this for longer periods of times, but you still kind of came back to it by the looks of it. And it's kind of looking like, you recognize this cycle already, but it's a matter of also understanding that as much as you know about it and as much as you know on how to deal with it, it kind of looks like it's not done yet. And I feel like somewhat you know that too. To some extent you know that too. So there is a level of acceptance there on your part that it comes in and out like that. Let's do the, what do I do here? Let me do the Seven of Swords in the recent past, although it kind of looks like the same thing repeating itself. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Strength card, the Ten of Swords. Okay. Someone has this energy of, it's not going to work out. It's just not happening. It's just, there's this, and it's because they have a fear attached to them, the fear of loss, the fear of rejection, the fear of all sorts of things that are saying this is not going to work out. And because of that, this is why this cycle is playing out, based on that fear. And to be honest, I don't feel like that's you. You may have your share of that too, but you're not creating the spinning wheel here. Felix, what's up? Okay, I need to, okay. Can I get these cards that you're laying on top of? I need to clarify them. All right, let's move the situation a little bit because Felix decided to step right in. Let's move him for a little bit if he wants to. He doesn't want to. Okay, I'll move to this little corner right here if he allows me to. Book. Up. Stay there. Stay. No. All right, moving on to the current situation here. Let's do the King of Pentacles. Oh man, you put fluff on my face again. And in my mouth. He wants to play. For the King of Pentacles, you get the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. There's a sense of disappointment here that you're carrying possibly towards another. I don't see this as being love necessarily. It could be love, but it's more like how they're showing up, how they're, because it feels like it's a perfect match for something here in the 3D, and it's like you're looking at it and you're like, things could be so much better. I feel like there is a sense of healing on your side over that disappointment that you're carrying. And again, could be love, but it's how it's showing up on the surface there. Where, okay, you're understanding the energy of it, how it comes and goes, all of that, but it's like the stepping up part in the 3D, it's disappointing. Because it's there, but it's not there, kind of a thing. Let's do the Moon. It's a tricky situation with this Moon here. The Emperor, the Ace of Wands, the Lovers. Yeah, you're showing up 100%. You're showing up 100%. You may be aware of this fear that someone is carrying here, which again, I don't feel like it's you. And because of that, you're creating the space for whoever this is to go through that fear, to heal that fear, but they may not in the way that you want them to. It's kind of like, remember that everybody has a journey. And if they're not showing up healing right now, it is what it is. Can you accept that? because I know it's creating this annoying kind of a cycle here. Felix, you are, you know, you're acting a little bit like a little kitten, and you're not that little anymore. You made a mess out of Aries cards. Okay, you know what? I'll do something else, because obviously, and if I push him away, he'll come back. So I got the cards right here. The rest of them, these ones, who knows what he'll do. Let's do the Ace of Swords. I'm reading on the bench. Really, boy? Thank you. I think. Or no. Ace of Swords here. You get the Devil, the Death card, the Page of Wands. Yeah, expectation. There's something tied up to your expectation here. Where you're showing up as, you know what, I'm doing the work, I'm giving the energy, I'm contributing to this from a healed space and all of that. What the hell are they doing? And that's creating disappointment. The disappointment that we went over here. That's your devil energy right there, you know, because it's only going to bring up energies for you that you would have to deal with. Disappointment, expectation, all sorts of things. They still are going to have their journey and their timing to things. You know, how much can you work on this letting go of expectations and accepting that things are the way they are? And you do make progress here by the looks of it, because you do have the Death card over the Devil, where you're showing me you're not as much in that energy as you used to be, you know, especially in the expectation part. Let's take the immediate future, put it back on the table, and let's see. Knight of Cups in the immediate future. Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Justice card. Now you're grooming. Excuse me, am I in the way? All right, You're still open to this. You're still open. As much as you're saying, or as much as you're feeling, you know, that whole energy of back and forth, that whole energy of I'm done today, goodbye, this is it for me. You're still open through this. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this at a conscious level, because next to it, you're showing me I'm done. But it's definitely helping the situation. You may not feel like it, but it's helping the situation, where it's keeping things a little steady. To me, it almost feels like you're creating the space for them to actually go and heal whenever, you know, their journey allows them to, basically. This is a beautiful energy, and I feel like you're sticking to it. You know, that's the stubbornness that I see here. Like, I'm gonna stay open whatever happens. That's a good kind of stubbornness here. Let's do the Death card. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. You're kind of done with running. This whole back and forth situation wasn't only happening because of their fear. It was happening because there was a runner-chaser kind of dynamic. And your expectation created that whole sense of you running, because you expected for them to show up, to heal, to whatever. And when they didn't, what'd you do? It's done. I'm out. Run. So you're kind of done with that here by the looks of it. Because remember, you're stepping away from expectation. And when that happens, there's no reason to run anymore. They show up, good. No, good again. It's not going to affect you. So it's kind of interesting here, the way it all plays out. Let's do the Ten of Swords. That wound is still there, though. And it may reflect back to you, this wound of abandonment or whatever it is, where you're also healing it, even if you don't necessarily throw it into this dynamic at this point. For the Ten of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Hierophant. It's a difficult journey. Whatever this is, it's a difficult energy to deal with at this point. Because again, constant back and forth, constant in and out. I do see a relief when you do release that expectation aspect of it all. And then a sense of self-empowerment on your side. It still appears heavy because it doesn't necessarily do the work that they need to do, right? So they would have to still step up whenever, however, and you would have to, you know, deal with you basically through all of this. How are you going to deal with it? Are you going to run? Are you going to expect? Are you going to chase? Are you going to go? Difficult one. And it's all back and forth by the looks of it for now. The really good part about this whole reading is the expectation release on your side, because it shifts everything, for you at least. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Ace of Wands, Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles. And also keeping yourself open, because that's what you're doing here. You're learning how to do that. You know, how to keep yourself open without expectation. From a place of acceptance over whatever it is that's happening. And you're doing it by the looks of it. So nice. That's it. That's what we got for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.